Some of my friends have a dream. They dream that, why not? An Asian American as president? We should be able to dream those dreams.
All men were created equal. That definition changed.
Thank you for listening to us.
And it changed through social pressure and people expressing themselves and say, wait a minute, I have those rights too.
Those who have power and privilege are always reluctant to give up any of it. But in this course of equality, you're really not taking any away, you're really adding to it. You know, it's like blending another thread in a tapestry. And it just becomes more beautiful. And it just takes a while for people to realize that this is a good thing.
The 21st century is witnessing a political coming of age for Asian Americans, whose numbers comprise less than 5% of the total U.S. population.
Asian Americans are electable. If they're willing to do it, Asian Americans can make a difference.
That I will well and faithfully discharge the duties.
They just have a little different perspective on leadership. And that's what diversity is all about.
Understand that politics is everywhere. There's politics in your family based upon your age, based upon your gender. Politics is about how you are with people.
You know, there's an old saying in Japanese that if you're in politics, you're sort of like the nail sticking out on a board. And you know what happens to that nail? You get pounded.
Today, in Cupertino, California, a grand social and political experiment is underway. Seemingly everyone is in politics, as citizens strive to make the city a model of multicultural democracy.
Multicultural or diversity series where
we have seen some tensions rise, and as people get to know one another, those tensions will and have dissipated.
We're not here to take over, but we are here to assimilate and integrate and make the community a stronger and better place to live.
We have built a very solid foundation here that I think is where California is going, where our whole nation and probably whole world's going.
In Northern California, 45 miles south of San Francisco, is the Santa Clara Valley, also known as Silicon Valley, the high-tech capital of the world.
The story of Asian American participation in building Silicon Valley is still awaiting to be told, actually.
The reason why Silicon Valley is because we have so many immigrants, engineers, high-tech, medical people, lawyers, and they come to Silicon Valley and make strong contributions.
Between 1995 and 1999, of a survey of over 4,000 startups, over 27% of all the startups were Asian American. In the 10 largest high-tech companies, Asian Americans make up over 20 to 30% of their staff, mainly in the technical, engineers, and scientific fields.
Best known as the home of Apple Computer, the suburban city of Cupertino, California, now ranks among the wealthiest places in America. As in most Silicon Valley cities, a modest average home sells for more than $500,000. Almost half of Cupertino's 50,000 residents are of Asian descent.
We're smack dab in the Silicon Valley, high tech, high income, high education, high involvement.
A Cupertino town hall meeting is an exercise in multiculturalism and grassroots political participation.
The only advice I'd give to our new neighbors is get as absolutely involved in the community as you can.
You actually gain standing and you gain respect by volunteering and giving back to the community.
Cupertino used to be the land of orchards and fruit stands and many longtime families, generations that were here working the land.
Actually, Asians have been coming to America, which they called Gold Mountain, since the gold rush of 1849.
So 3 years into the gold rush, Chinese became 10% of the population right here in California already.
Our contemporary mountain of gold is high technology.
Cupertino's Asian American population growth from 1990 to 2000 was a whopping 143%, nearly twice as large as any other Silicon Valley city. In Cupertino, acculturation is the byword. It means to fit for companionship with others.
We have people from all walks of life and all parts of the world that bring in excitement in terms of food and traditions and customs.
It goes beyond tolerance of diversity and really becoming part of what we call the multicultural democracy in this state. I've lived it, I grew up in it, I understand it, and I love it.